Hello, y'all. I'm Diana Brienne, and I'm going to give a few moments to see if anyone comes on. It's a Sunday afternoon, and it's really a beautiful day, so no one may end up coming on. But I thought I'd pop on here. Let me share this out. Hey, Gina. Hey, my friend. Great to see you. Great to see you. How are you? How are you doing? Let me just put you in there. Gina, I have not seen you in forever. Where have you been? I don't think I'm getting your notifications or anything like that. So I just popped on. I wasn't going to come on. I haven't been on for like a month or two. And I thought, well, you know what? I just will pop on here. My husband just stepped out to go golfing. And I thought, I'll just come on and see if anybody shows up. So thank you, Gina. Thank you for coming on. How is life out there in Oregon? How is it going? I hope it's going good for you. I know the West Coast is a lot different than the East Coast. And even though I'm in the South, I'm on the East Coast. And so I hope it's all going really, really well for you. Um, I haven't been on here much at all. It's probably been, hey, good, good, good. Well, you are doing good. I know that, um, hey, May, welcome, welcome. And let me go back over here. I forgot to set this up. It's been so long since I've done this that I forgot actually how to set this up. So I need to go set it up, pop out chat, and put out the pop. Okay, got it. Okay, Gina, I didn't even make you blue. I thought I did. Um, okay, let me go back over here now and make you blue. Okay, so let me do it again. See, when you haven't done live streams in a while, oh yeah, you are blue. Okay, and May, welcome, welcome, my friend. Thank you so much. Let me give you a moderator. There you go. When you have not done a live stream in a while, you get a bit rusty. And so I'm a bit rusty at this. I do a lot of recordeds. As you all know, I do recordeds all the time. Hey, Robin, welcome, welcome. And let me give you a blue wrench there. I pretty much stick to my recordeds because I am more comfortable with recordeds. Welcome, Layla. Welcome, welcome. Let me give you a blue wrench. Because when you do recordings, you can get it right. You can say what you want to say. If you make a mistake, you can edit it out. But when you come on here on a live stream, it's sort of like, A, you cannot edit it out. B, even if you did edit it out, you've already said it. Welcome. Hey, Martin Midlife Misadventures. Your channel is growing so incredibly. I mean, I have never seen a channel grow that fast. And you have gone from under 1K to almost 10K in like a month. I mean, it's just been incredible, incredible. And my glasses keep falling off. So I have to decide whether I'm going to wear the glasses and be able to see the chat or not. Let me give you blue wrenches. Kay Bolitas, welcome, welcome. And I'll give you a blue wrench. And Rose, welcome, welcome to you. Let me give you a blue wrench. Thank you all for stopping in. I didn't think anyone would even show up today because, well, number one, I did not give notice. And number two, it's a beautiful, beautiful day out today. I mean, we're having incredible weather. My husband just left to go golfing. My son is working at a golf course. He'll be home in about an hour. And my other son went to work. And Archie, welcome, welcome. And Gracie, welcome, welcome. Let me just get some blue wrenches here. And where is Gracie? There we are. Okay. I have, basically just been doing recordeds because I go to college full time And especially Monday through Friday, I am behind this computer doing college work, as my professors are letting me. Thank you, Rose. Thank you so much. My professors are letting me do my college work here at home. So it's working out really, really good for me. As long as they let me do it at home. So I'm really happy about that, but it's a lot of work. And so because it's a lot of work, I really don't have a lot of extra time to do the live streamings. I'm doing really, really good in my college work right now, and I want to keep that up. Welcome, Mechi Vlogs. Welcome, welcome. And yeah, I just have been busy. And so for me to do a live stream, it really, I just don't have that kind of time to do it. So I just do my recordeds and put those out. How are you all doing with your channels right now? Um, you know, I'll be honest with you with my channel. I grow about 200 a day and I lose about 200 a day. So, but I don't lose the same 200 that I grow with. And I'm not sure why that just started happening about a week ago. And so, Van Life, you will love Martin's Midlife Adventures. You will absolutely love their channel. And Martin Midlife Adventures, you will absolutely love Gina's channel. So I do hope you connect, both of you connect if you haven't already. You may have connected before when I did a live stream. I'm not really sure if you have or not. But for me, what's been happening, it started about a week ago, and I'm not sure why it started. I was growing again, and then I noticed that for every one that I gained, I lost one. And so that's kind of been happening, and I periodically have that glitch. So I'm kind of stuck, and when I go into my analytics, oh my gosh, hey, Jamie, hey, I'm so glad you stopped by. Anyone that doesn't know Jamie, he used to be vegan realist. And so now he has a new channel and it's Jamie's Madhouse. And I think you will love his channel. He does a lot of different topics, and he's a very current topic channel. Now, periodically I will talk about a current topic. I don't do it on live streams because it's too unpredictable, and you never know what other people are going to say. And so I tend to kind of give my opinion on in my videos about whatever current events that are going on, because there's a lot of them. Right now there's so much going on in the world. I mean, I could just do a separate live stream and call it the Forbidden Storm or something like that. I mean, it's really a lot going on in the world. And, I have to be really mindful of the words I choose. And as we all do up here, there's a lot of topics I would love to talk about. But, there again, we have to be very mindful of the topics that we talk about here. And with all that's going on in the world, there's a lot to talk about. But I tend to put videos up that are current events, but I kind of talk in circles, like Grandma says, talk in circles. And hey, Vanessa, great to see you, Vanessa. I'm not going to wear my glasses. So if I get your name wrong, you understand. But yeah, there's, so anyhow, about a week ago, I did a couple topics and it just seemed like it happened after that. So I'm not sure. Jenny, welcome. So, and also, my husband said something very interesting last night. Because we were sitting there and I told him to go to a channel. It's a kind of a comedian channel, and it's a conservative comedian channel. And he said, oh no, he said, if I go there, he said, they'll cut my subscribers. Well, he has like 2 subscribers, me and I think our cat. Welcome, Jenny, and welcome, Aguas. Welcome. And but I kind of thought about that, and I thought, I watch a lot of different programs. It could be, politics or whatever, and it really got me to thinking that maybe, they pay attention to what you watch. I don't know. I watch all good stuff. It's all good stuff, but I don't really know. Maybe I should start watching sports. Maybe that would help. Maybe that would help. So, how are you all doing? How is everybody doing? How is life treating you? How are you staying home a lot? Are you going out? Are you living normal? Not normal? How's your channels going? You know, I talk a lot about being over the age of 60 because, as you all know, I'm over the age of 60, and the light is not very complimentary to me today in here. So, but I talk a lot about being over 60 because, my channel is for everybody, and it's a motivational, inspirational channel. So I don't want to get locked into current topics like a lot of channels are right now. Um, but I kind of put a high emphasis on being over 60 because people over 60 deal with a whole different set of issues than people who are younger. And I can tell you, I told my husband, he's younger than me by about 5.5 years. And we've been married around 30 years. So we've been married a long time. Anyhow, I told him, I said, when you hit that 60 mark, he hasn't hit 60 yet, and I'm 64. And I said, it's like you've got to really be on top of your game. You really, really do. So I'm going to tell you about my latest. I was out running the other day and I came home, and that night my legs started bothering me. And I felt like I had pulled a muscle, but I don't really think I pulled a muscle. I don't know what it was. And I think a lot of times, at least for me, because I don't give advice or anything or information, but I think I'd eaten something because if I eat something with, say, margarine, or I eat something that has got a lot of hydrogenated in it, I will get muscle aches. And so I had a really sore muscle ache in my calf for about 2 days. Welcome, welcome, Raji CJ. Welcome, welcome. And so it really got me to thinking about when you're over the age of 60. Welcome, welcome, my friend. Welcome, welcome. I'll give you a blue wrench here. When you're over the age of 60, Grandma used to say, you wake up with one thing and you go to bed with another. And, I hope that's not exactly true. Actually, it wasn't Grandma that said it. It was my 90-year-old friend that said that. And Grandma didn't say that. But, you've just got to take special care of your body when you get a little bit older. Welcome, Jonathan. Welcome, welcome. So over the age of 60, that really concerned me because I run every day or walk. I either walk or run or do a combination of the two. And it was pretty sore. So these kind of things, when I was younger, I never had happen. So over the age of 60, I think we're more prone to things, and we have to just be a lot more watchful. Welcome, Julie. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here. Thank you so much. Thank you. And so I do put a lot of emphasis because a lot of things happen over the age of 60, and not just to your body, because your body does change. Your body, no matter how great you take care of yourself, your body does change over the age of 60. And I think, relationships start to change. Kids can move away. Fortunately, I think my kids will always be around, but, kids can move away. Family can move away. Martin Midlife Misadventures says, I get leg cramps at night. If you drink pickle juice before bed, it helps. Wow. Pickle juice. I've got lots of pickles. Maybe there's something in pickle juice that will, like a potassium or something. Maybe that is what works. Hold on a second, please. Let me see who that is. Okay, I have no idea who it is. I get a lot of calls from people I don't know. Welcome, Jill. Welcome to you. And so, so the other night, I was uncomfortable sleeping, and I was really uncomfortable. Now I feel great today. No issue whatsoever. I feel terrific. And so, I kind of put an emphasis on people over the age of 60. And when I was less than 60, when I would hear people over, my age or older talk about different things, I would say, oh, that'll never happen to me or whatever. But you know what? I mean, I don't think any of us are totally immune to things, no matter how great we take care of ourselves. So fortunately, my leg cramp is all better. And, I feel great. And yet there's so many things that over 60 people have to deal with. They may lose a spouse, or they may get sick, or a spouse may get sick. Their kids may move away. Their friends may move away. I've had friends pass on. So you deal with all kinds of things that you didn't have to deal with before. Welcome, welcome, Scott. Welcome. Hey, great. Oh, Scott, where have you been, my friend? Oh my gosh, it's great to see you. Great to see you. I have not seen you in forever. You in forever. It is wonderful to see you, my friend. I hope you are doing well, and I hope life is treating you well. Scott wouldn't know anything about being over 60. He's a lot younger than that. But yeah, when you're over 60, but this is my goal. My husband and I were sitting on the porch about a week ago, and he said, hey, welcome, welcome, Mahoods. Great to see you. Thank you. And he said to me, he said, honey, what is your goal? What is your goals for your life? Well, I have a very busy life. Hey, Chris, great to see you. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for sharing me out. And I have to figure out how to put you back up there. Let me see, where's Chris at? Chris. There he is, my friend. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. And so he said to me, he said, honey, I really, I just lost my pop-out chat blocker. Where did it go? Let me see. There it is. Got it. And now I got to go back here. Okay, let me go back here. Where's StreamYard? Got it. Okay, there we go. So he said, what is your goals? And I turned to him and I said, my goals going forward is simply to be healthy, to feel fabulous, to look my very best, and to enjoy my day-to-day life. That's it. That's it. Hey, Davey, welcome, my friend. Great to see you. And he said, well, don't you want to take some big trips? Don't you want to go back to Europe? Don't you? And I said, no. I said, all those are extra. And I said, those are wonderful things if we do them, but they're extra. My only goal is to stay healthy, to stay fit, to feel good. Because when you don't feel good, nothing else seems right in your life. Okay? So like when I had that muscle cramp, I mean, it was like my whole life got consumed with that muscle cramp. And so it really made me think about how if you don't feel like things are going right, or if you don't feel good, it's nothing else is going to seem right. So he asked me, and I said, my goal is just to stay healthy. And so I put a great emphasis on staying healthy over the age of 60. And so many people have bad habits. Welcome, Jenza. Welcome. And let me see. Let me see if I can give you a blue wrench. It says you're already blue, my friend. I don't know why. Because you're not showing up blue. Maybe it takes a little bit. But, just stay healthy, stay fit. So those are my goals. I go to college full time at 64 years old. I go out and I either run or I walk every day. And so I stay busy. Oh, Scott, okay, are you leaving? It's wonderful to see you, my friend. And I hope message me and let me know how you're doing, because I'd love to know how you're doing, okay? And so when you take care of your body, you're probably going to be, you're probably going to be a lot happier than if you don't take care of your body. And so that's my only goal. Anything else that we do is just extra in my life. It is. It's just extra. My kids are grown. They live at home. Two live at home. One lives down the road a little. And so, I've achieved my big goals in life. I lived in Europe for 5 years. I traveled all over Europe. I've been married for around 30 years. I married the love of my life. And so, before that, I lived in, I wasn't from Los Angeles, but I moved to Los Angeles at 19 years old. And I had that whole journey in my life: Palm Springs, Los Angeles, Newport Beach. I traveled all over. So I've done the big things in my life. So at 64 years old, my only goal is to stay healthy and fit. That's it. That's it. So simple, and yet it takes work. It does take work. And so I focus on what I eat. I try to stay away from unhealthy foods. That's not to say that I'm not going to have a donut or not going to have a dessert, but I'm just not going to have the whole box of donuts. Okay. So I'm going to be very mindful about what I put in my body. And I do believe a lot of foods create inflammation, and I think inflammation creates a lot of problems for people. I'm not a medical expert in that area, but I really, really do. I think it creates a lot of problems. And so for that reason, I just try to eat healthy. Welcome, welcome, Rosita. It's great to see you, my friend. Thank you for being here. Thank you. And so, yeah, yeah. So I think the most important thing anybody can do at any age is to take care of their body and then go out from there. If once you take care of your body, your mind, and your soul, and then you kind of move outwards towards your relationships, because if you don't feel good, your relationships, you're probably not going to be the best in your relationships. So you want to take care of your body so that you're going to be good in your relationships. Give your focus to your relationships. Especially the closer relationships, people tend not to give as much focus to as they do their newer relationships. And, it's really important to give your focus to your tried and true relationships, the relationships in your life that matter, the ones that are up close and personal in your life. People talk. Hey, Anthony, welcome, welcome. Great to see you. Let me give you a blue wrench here. And Roy and Becky's, welcome, welcome, my friends, welcome. Let me give you a blue wrench. And so this is the thing, is that even like with long-term relationships that, I talk a lot about relationships and investing in your relationships. And people often think about investing in brand new relationships, but they don't. Camping or hiking that you haven't been able to explain. Davey, I'm going to tell you something. Okay. I'm going to tell you something. Welcome, Richard. Great to see you. Thank you for coming. Davey, when I go out running, as y'all know, Grandma's backyard, my backyard is a couple acres of land, and it's up against the golf courses. The golf courses are all kind of back in there, and there's a development that they built. And so I cut through my property, and then there's like some property in between the properties. And as I go on each side of the fences are these dogs. Now, I love dogs, but they come out. There's this one, and I'm telling you, it really comes out. And it doesn't look like a nice dog. But, I don't know, but it never has bothered me. It just barks at me. And then on the other side, they bark at me. So I have to kind of make my path right in the middle between the two dogs. And, but that's kind of my big thing, is just avoiding the barking dogs. I did have where my daughter and I were out running a couple years ago, and the trail I run on is by the golf courses, but it sits kind of alongside, adjacent to a road, but it's got a little, it's got some distance between it. And this big car was coming up the road, and it veered off the road, and it started coming towards us. And I shoved my daughter to protect her. And fortunately, the guy got back on the road. But I think he had been texting. I really, really do. So that was really my only experiences out there. Nothing really to write home about. And but getting back to relationships, I think that invest in your relationships, whether it's your kids, your spouse, your mom and dad, those tried and true relationships that really do matter and that are going to be there for you. Your long-term friendships, invest in those first before you start investing in brand new relationships. And we have to remember that relationships are not always going to be perfect. Okay, they're just not going to be perfect. I have days that like my husband, when I was having my leg cramp or whatever it was, um, you know, I'm always nice, but I was like, I wasn't jumping for joy at that moment. And so, when you live with somebody and you're with them, you see the good side that maybe other people don't see, but you see also the realistic side. All people have problems. The difference when you're single and you're married is that when you're single, you're not sharing anyone else's problems, but you're not sharing your own problems with anybody else either. When you get married, you share each other's problems, you share each other's blessings, you share the journey together. And because I've been married around 30 years, and I have to tell you, it's been an amazing 30 years. It's been amazing, but have there been bumps? Of course there's been bumps. We've had plenty of bumps along the road. We've had plenty of bumps. And you're going to have that in any kind of relationship. You've just got to be willing to weather it. And one day I heard someone say, well, we're not in love anymore. Well, I said, are you talking about being in love or loving somebody? And they said, well, I'm not in love anymore. I said, you know what? That fluctuates. You're married long enough, it will fluctuate, and it just goes up and down, up and down. And you can't expect the same excitement that you expected that first time you met that person. It changes into a wonderful, deep, meaningful relationship. And a lot of people don't want a relationship. They want just the excitement. So welcome, welcome. Great to see you. And Davey says, I'm super glad you're safe and aware out there. Um, Thank you. Well, it's true. You have to be safety conscious, but not just when you're out there on the running trail, but when you're driving. Oh my gosh, when you are driving, the insanity on the road out there, because y'all know we have a beach house and I drive back and forth to the beach. And it's about a 5-hour drive. A lot of it's back roads, which I don't mind. But through South Carolina, there's an interstate called I-95. And I have to tell you, I-95 is terrible, terrible, terrible. And it's 2 lanes on each side. So you have all the traffic from the north coming down. You have all the traffic from the south going up on 2 lanes on each side. It is a terrible road to drive on. People get right up to your bumper, even though you're driving the speed limit. People pull directly across the road. It's just scary. And as you all know, I was sharing the story about the angel that lifted up the car. And that happened about a month ago when I started back to college. I was doing all in person. I was doing my in-person classes. Now they're letting me do it online because of all that's going on with everything. And so I was driving in the hour to college, and there was a 2-lane interstate. And there was a big car in front of me, and I was kind of, 50 feet in behind. And there was a truck sitting on the side, and he pulled out directly in front of that big car, directly. He couldn't miss the car. I don't know what he was thinking. He pulled out, and that car was as if it lifted up. It was just inches, if not, less than inches from that truck. The two were ready to collide. And that car just swerved in a way I've never seen a car swerve before. And whether it was their angel or maybe my angel, that lifted that car, I don't know, but I never saw anything like it before. But it made me aware that there's some really crazy drivers out there and that we have to be so mindful when we're out on the road. We really, really do. I never take safety for granted. But even at home, you've got to be safe. You've got to, make safe decisions before you open up that door. And so I think it's just really important to, stay aware, stay aware, you know. But, so I want to talk again about my subscribers. I'm here because I enjoy making content. And I originally started my channel for my kids so they would have a running dialogue of my wisdom. Then I started, for a while there, I was doing live streams every day. And, my channel was growing really, really fast. My channel continues to grow, but the difference is YouTube takes them back for whatever reason. And so well, they don't actually take the new ones back, they take the old ones back. Welcome, welcome, my friend. Talking about that, you're the expert on it. I'm talking about the same old subject again. Periodically, I get that glitch. And when I get the glitch, what happens is, and they do it every couple months where I can't grow. And so, like yesterday, I got 180 new subscribers, and this morning I think I had 178 left. I mean, no, I'm sorry. I think I had 2 out of the 180 left. So, but I don't think it was the new subscribers they took away. They tend to take my old subscribers, friends that I'm regularly friends with. Hey, Roha. Oh, my friend Roha is here. Thank you so much. Roha's channel is a wonderful channel, and you will love her channel. She dances, and she is so warm and so friendly and so kind and so nice. And she will help your channel to grow. So you want to go to Roha's channel. Okay. You really, really do. You really do. But Tor, welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you. And Roy and Becky, how are y'all doing? Your channel is just doing so fantastic. I love your channel. You have an amazing channel. If you don't know Roy and Becky's channel, you want to connect there as well. Okay? You really, really do. Well, I'm not I'm kind of rusty doing the live streams. And, I was doing 2 a day. I was doing 2 live streams a day about 4 or 5 months ago. And I mean, it just got so busy. And then when I started back to school, I couldn't do them. It just I dropped off the cliff. And thank you, Roa. Thank you. And I just kind of dropped off the cliff and I wasn't doing any live streaming. And so when you don't do live streaming, it's very different than doing content, doing videos. Because with videos, you can edit, you can, say what you really want to say. Hey, Warner, great to see you. Great to see you, my friend. I'm doing great, Warner. I really am. Minus my leg cramp that I got the other day, which I already talked about, but I'm doing good. And yeah, very busy getting ready to head west for the winter. Only about 2 weeks left here at our home here. What states are you planning on going to, Roy and Becky? And you're taking your travel trailer, right? You're taking your travel trailer? I love traveling in a travel trailer. We had an RV. We had a 40-foot Bounder, and then we had a 35-foot Winnebago. And we saw 48 states. I homeschooled my children during that time. So I was homeschooling while we were traveling across country. And it was wonderful, absolutely wonderful. And we talk a lot about getting another motorhome again. We're talking about it. I don't know if we'll do it in the near future, but we do talk about it. And Batory is from Brazil. And Arizona, New Mexico, and California. I love the Class C. You know, do you find that the Class C is easier to drive than pulling a camper behind you? And do you find a Class C is easier to drive than say a regular Class A? We've had a diesel and we had a Class A. And I can tell you, I was not comfortable driving the diesel. It was 40 foot and it had air brakes. And I really, that was the one I learned to drive on. I learned to drive the RV on. But I didn't like driving the one with the air brakes because I didn't understand the concept of it. And I did enjoy the Class A. I loved the Class A. It was wonderful, wonderful. I love the diesel, but I didn't like driving it. That was my issue. That was my issue. And yeah, that's true. That's true. Whenever you have a Class C or a Class A or a diesel, you have to have another form of transportation. Otherwise, you're going to have to drive it around. If you want to go through a drive-through, you can't take it through a drive-through. I'll never forget the time that my husband, when we first got our motorhome, we got stuck down like a one-way road and it was a dead end and we had to back all the way back out. I will never forget that. But he was very good. He was very good. For me, my hardest experience driving a motorhome was when we were going down Hoover Dam, and it was all under construction for about 20 miles, and it was one lane and drop-offs on each side. And we didn't know that was coming up. Otherwise, I would have turned it over to my husband. And so I had to drive that whole 20 miles downhill. And I must have drove like 10 miles an hour because when I got down at the bottom of the hill, a lot of people gave me the finger. They did. They really did because I drove so slow. But I got there safely. I got us there safely, and that's what was important. But it sounds like your trip is going to be wonderful, Roy and Becky. Those are beautiful states, although they can get some difficult weather in the wintertime, but they are wonderful. You know what, Martin, midlife, I agree. I agree. And, especially with all that is going on, everything that is going on right now, it is really a smart idea to have something that you can travel in and live out of. Because, the work situation, I know people that travel and live out of their motorhome or out of their camper so that they can go to wherever they want to work. Now, when we were living in about 8 hours away from here, not on Tybee Island, because that's where our other home is, but we had another home in Georgia, and he moved up here about 8 hours. Well, it was about 6 hours away. We're still in the South, but it was just a little further up. And he brought the RV up, and he lived out of it for 1 year. And while we were down there, because we were remodeling the house and I had the kids in school and I didn't want to pull them out. So he actually lived in it while he worked up here. And he loved it. He absolutely loved it. Welcome, welcome, Arn. Welcome, welcome. And so he loved living in the RV. Like Van Life with Gina, she has a van she lives in. And I just think whether you live in a van, whether you live in a camper, whether you have a Class A or a Class C or or one with air brakes, I think they're just wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. And I grew up with around campers and things like that, and I just love them. Just love them. I tell my husband that when we retire, the only place we're going to retire in is a motorhome. Hey, Pam. How are you doing, my friend? How are you doing? Pam has been with my channel since I really started. Actually, I started my channel 11 years ago, but it wasn't for the public. It was for my kids and then my close friends and family. And about a year and a half ago, I came up public where, I started making my channel geared for the public. And so I've been up a year and a half. And so Pam was like one of the very, very first friends I made on here. I came up with 200 subscribers, two or 300 I came up with. And then my channel grew from there. Now, when I go into my analytics, and I've talked to YouTube about this, and of course they give me their whole scripted, whatever it is. Um, you know, last December 6th, I went into YouTube and they sent me a little thing with my analytics and they said, you're at 26,000. I said, no, no, no. At that time, I think I was at 12. And they said, no, your analytics. And so basically, on December 6th, my analytics had said 26,000. I think it was 26,500. Oh, I am so glad, Pam. I am so glad. I am so glad for you. That is wonderful. I know you were waiting on it, and I know that that was a really major thing. And I kept saying, hold on, it's going to happen. Hold on, it's going to happen. And so I am so happy. When you get settled, you feel so much better, so much better. Welcome, Ochilio. Welcome, welcome. And yeah, I think you feel so much better when you're settled. And, because when you're not settled, when you're in transition, I don't mind being in transition. I've been in transition from one place to the other a lot in my life. And hey, Cindy Love, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you. I appreciate you being here. Like I said, I'm so rusty at doing this. And my lighting is bad in here today. Let me see if I can make it any better. No, that's not any better. My lighting is not good in here. And, but I thought, you know what, just come on anyhow. And I did. So, but I need to probably start coming on live like I used to. And so that I can get back in the habit. So I'm not so rusty. Oh, thank you, Cindy. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I like doing recordeds because I'm really a content provider. I'm not a live streamer. Although, like I said, I had done live streaming for quite some time, but I never considered myself a live streamer. I consider myself a content provider. And my inspiration on here, one of my inspirations was an older woman who passed on. She was in her 70s. And her channel was a huge channel. I mean, it was huge. And she would just come on, kind of like I do, and tell little stories, little stories from her life or, just everyday things. And her channel, I mean, it was several 100,000. And then her husband died. And then she was sick, and then her husband died. And then she got sick. And she kind of chronicled that here on YouTube. And, I kind of somewhat chronicle my life, I mean, I tell stories from my life, which I love to do. I have a lot of them. I don't know which story was my favorite one to tell because I've told so many. I think I've told about 100 stories, 100, stories from my life in addition to my wisdom and everything else. So, you know what, Richard? You are probably right. I think my algorithm is so messed up right now because honestly, I had 26, like I said, 26.5 December 6th. And they told me it was spam. And I said, well, what is spam? And they really couldn't quite explain it to me. And I said, because it's not reflecting 26K. Well, I can tell you right now that I'm probably if you wanted to do the analytics, I'm probably well over 50K, but I cannot grow. I'm stuck again. And I do grow. I have brand new people on my channel every day, but for every new person, it's right now I'm going through a phase where they take one away. So for every new one goes, and it's usually one that's been there a while. Welcome, Sudangs, and welcome, Jeannie, another long-term friend. Oh my gosh, you and Pam have been two friends that started my channel when I really came up public a year and a half ago. And you both have been on my channel since then. And I thank you so much for being here. Thank you so very, very much. So yeah, so I go into the analytics, and so like I said yesterday, I climbed, I think it was 180, and I came back this morning. I kept 2 from the 180. And so it's like, I'm not sure why that happens to my channel. I'm not really sure, but it does, and it's YouTube that chooses, and that's their thing to do. And I'm just here as their guest, and so it is what it is. It is what it is. And I do talk a lot about a lot of different topics, and sometimes I do talk topics that I'm not, and I give my own opinion. Welcome, Pitchy, welcome. Great to see you. And, I'm not sure, like, if, when I do a live stream, if it's better for my channel to do the live streams or not. But you know what? I'm at a place now where I don't even really worry about it. I don't concern myself with it. I'm just here because I enjoy being here, whether it's a live stream or whether it's a video that I do, or whether it's going to other people's channels. I just enjoy being here. So the numbers have ceased to be important to me. They're a compliment, but they're not important. And so, that's how I look at it. Thank you so much, Roy and Becky. And I love your channel. And anyone that's not on Roy and Becky's channel, please connect with Roy and Becky's channel. Okay. Thank you, Cindy. Cindy, I have lived all over. I've lived in Europe. I'm from the South, but I've lived in Europe. I've lived in California for many, many years. So I kind of have a twisted Southern accent. Maybe I need to do a video on that called the Twisted Southern Accent. That might be a good video. And thank you so much, Sidangs. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. When people share you out, I've done a lot of videos on share out, shout out, and how to grow your channel. When you share people out, that's the only way that a live streamer really can grow, because they don't grow by doing a live stream because they're fishing in their own pond. But when you share them out, that is blessing their life for coming on here, doing what they do. So, thumbs up, share out, all of that. It's always appreciated. It really, really is. And so, yeah. So, I just come on. I have a good time. I'm very rusty at the live streams, but I think, I'm really getting caught up with my college work right now, even though Mondays are my big day. That's my great big day. But I'm caught up. I'm well ahead. Actually, 2 of my classes, I'm really completely done. Oh, thank you, Pitchy. Thank you so much. Thank you. And what I try to do is, I try to come on and let everybody have an opportunity to get to know each other, because I do have some really incredible people on my channel. So, Computer Chick, so if I actually schedule my videos rather than just put them up, is that a better thing to do? Because what I do is I make them and I just put them up, and sometimes, they're not spaced right. And I don't have the technical part of YouTube down. I do not have that part down pat. I make my content, I put it up. I love being here. I love going to other people's channels. I love supporting other friends here. Um, but I think in a way, I'd like to start doing more live streams again because I'm kind of running out of topics to talk about. I don't think I'll ever run out of topics to talk about, but here lately, like even with stories from my life, I think I've told so many, you know, that maybe I'll just start coming on here more live stream again. And that way it gives you all an opportunity to connect. It's just that with school, it's kind of, I have to put school first. And so I can't be necessarily consistent in my times that I come on. Wow. So that must make a difference, Computer Chick. Now, Computer Chick's channel, amazing channel. If you're not connected, it's a wonderful channel to connect to. Very informative. Very, very informative. But I don't get a lot of notifications, Computer Chick. And then, like, I go to channels and, I know that YouTube says it's spam, but these are people that I go to on a regular basis, that on a regular basis, I have to go back to their channel and reconnect. And so I know if that's happening to them, or if it's happening to me with them, it's likely happening to them with me. And I think that what happens, this is what I think. I think I grow. Thank you, Jeannie. Thank you. You know what, Jeannie? I have been so busy that I have not. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you, Cindy. Thank you for being here. Jeannie, I have not been painting that much, not like I did before. In the past, I painted constantly, but now with school, school is keeping me so busy that my painting has been sort of temporarily put on hold. Richard says, what I see lately, creators go live stream on Twitch and afterwards cut the vid and upload it to YouTube. Hey, Robbie, wonderful to see you. Where have you been, my friend Robbie? Hey, it's wonderful to see you. There's a channel that you will love. Current topics, current events, and a lot of excitement. Oh, thank you, Martin. Thank you, Midlife. I appreciate you. I really, really appreciate you both. I think that when you don't do it, like if you do it on a regular basis, you get comfortable doing it. But I haven't done it for at least a month. So I need to get back. I need to get back to doing it. I really do. And but Save Robbie. Oh, Save Robbie. So how are you doing, Save Robbie? Your channel is big. If you don't know Save Robbie's channel, you want to connect with Save Robbie. He has the most interesting topics. And Ariane, welcome, welcome. Robbie, I would be kind of, you handle it so well. And I don't know what I would do with some of the people that end up coming to your channel sometimes. Some of them, you handle them really, really, really well. And, but I love your channel. Love, love, love your channel. I'm doing really good, Robbie. I really am. Just trying to get back to doing live streaming again. And this is my first one in probably a month. And prior to that, it had been a couple of months because I'm just so busy. I do go to college full time. I'm taking 19 credit hours, which is more than full time. 12 is full time. I'm taking 19 because I'm in transition to another university and I want to finish up at the one. And so I'm taking mainly legal classes. And yes, absolutely, Pitchy. You sure may. You sure may. And so most of my classes are legal classes, and they're very hard. They're hard. I'm making straight A's, and yet they're very time consuming. Yeah, thank you, Robbie. Thank you. And so I spend a lot of hours, behind the computer doing college work. I'm so grateful to my professors. What they basically did is they said, you can do it from home due to all that's going on. Because there's, with all that's going on right now, and I'm over the age of 60, and, I've had friends that got really, that got it. And I most certainly do not want to get it. I want to stay healthy. And so I go out, but I'm very selective and very careful how I go out. I do my 5 mile run every day or my 5 mile walk, whatever it happens to be. And, but I'm very mindful right now. So going into a classroom with a lot of other students was not something that I wanted to be doing at the moment, plus driving an hour to and from. So my professors all accommodated me, and I'm so grateful. And I do all my classes on webcam, just like this. I do them all on webcam. And so what happened about a week ago, I was talking about when you get embarrassed. I was doing a webcam and, with my class, and I couldn't hear the teacher because it was a little bit garbled because, when you're doing all this webcam stuff. And so what happened was he assigned each of us like a question, and I didn't hear my question, so I didn't have time to do it. And he, picked me to answer the question, and I wasn't prepared. I was so embarrassed. And so I just started laughing, and, the class laughed with me. When you don't know what else to do, laugh. It works. So it worked for me. But yes, I'm so busy with my classes, but it's all good. It's all good. I have a family, I have a husband, I have kids, young adult kids, and I just keep busy. I make my content. I love making content. I let it roll out. I talk about just about every topic. I have 4,400 videos up right now, over 4,400 on this channel. That's not counting my other I have 4 other channels. So I have a total of 5 channels. And if you go to any of my videos, you'll see the links there. And you can just click on the link, and the links are often broken because that's what happens here on YouTube. And so you just cut and paste the name of the channels. Thank you, Vanessa. Vanessa, it's always wonderful to see you. You are a joy. You are a pleasure. And you have been so supportive of me. And Vanessa, I truly, truly appreciate your great support. And I notice it, okay? I think we live streamers notice who supports us, and we content providers notice who supports us. And I truly, truly thank you. You are amazing and you are wonderful. Thank you. So I think I'm going to try to start coming back. And like I said, I don't think I can do I can't say, okay, I'm going to be on 2:00 every day. Like Brenda Land, she comes on 8:00 every night. Norgasar comes on at 9:00 in the morning. Carla, she comes on at like 8:00 in the morning. So they're consistent. But see, for me, because of my schedule, I don't think I can be consistent with it. And so I think that the way I'll do it is I'll just come on. So I think I'm going to come back. And do live streams. I really do. Welcome, Diverse Mint. Great to see you. Thank you for being here, my friend. Thank you. So yeah, I think you've all kind of motivated me, and I thank you for that. And right now, I mean, I've done so much content. I've got plenty of content out there. So maybe what I'll do is I'll just start to come back. And do the live streaming. Maybe that's what I'll do. I would like to do current topics, but I'm hesitant if I have a panel up here, because I've known channels that got themselves in trouble because maybe one of their people talked about a topic. We're talking current topics. We're talking across the board, and there's some topics that you really can't talk about that are current without being extremely mindful about the wording that you're using. And I would love to talk about current topics because I have a lot of opinions, and there's a lot of opinions out there, and I love to hear other people's opinions, and to balance out my opinions. So, maybe I'll kind of set each live up for a kind of a different kind of discussion, and different kind of topic. So maybe I'll do that. That's a possibility. So, well, you know what? I think I'm going to get off of here. I just wanted to come on for a few moments. I thank all of you for coming on to visit me. I thank you so much. And you know what? I'll try to, if I decide to come back on, in which I think I am, I think I'll try to give people notice so that they know when I'm going to be on. Okay, I really do. Welcome, Stephen. Thank you. Thank you. Let me give you a blue wrench before I leave here. There you go, my friend. Now, y'all know I had the computer set up out on Grandma's porch. I no longer have it set up out there. And so, oh, thank you, Diverse. And, maybe I will reset the computer up to some degree out there, so that I can do my live streams. But it kind of crowds the Grandma's porch when I do that. And thank you, Martin Midlife. Like I said, if you don't have Martin Midlife Misadventures, you really, really want to go there. The channel went from 1K, less than 1K, to almost 10K. They might be at 10K for that matter right now, in 1 month. I mean, unreal. And it's a fabulous channel. And they just grew. And, and like I said, I know that with mine, I know that my channel grows. It's just a matter of keeping my subscribers here. So I hope to be able to keep them, but I do hope to come on again. And I do hope to start coming on regular. So I got to go, but oh, it's probably my son. It's probably my son. You said there's somebody behind me? Okay. What time is it? Let me just check and see what time it is. Okay. Marshall, are you home, honey? Okay. So you said there was somebody behind me. Well, I'll stay on another moment. It was probably my son, and I did not hear him come in. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm going to get it. I'm going to, let me just look here for a second. Okay. Let me just. Okay. There's nobody here. And plus we have security systems. So I'm good. Okay. That scared me. So, I can tell you that we have security here. So I'm, okay. Well, thank you all. And I'm going to go, and I will be on soon. Okay. Thank you. May God bless you. And I hope to talk to you soon again. Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.